nasty experiences with toilet blocks. If you don't think that's nasty enough, well, let me tell you about this. Firstly, it was a cold, wet, yes, we still haven't got to the warm weather, right? I'm not going to tell you what the town was. Suffice to say, not a town that you would just do a little bit of window shopping at the end of the day. It was a town that was a little bit scary, and it was a very cold, wet afternoon. And so I said, Wally, I think we need to shout ourselves a motel for this one. I don't think we need to be camping here tonight in a caravan park. I think we need a motel. Let's shout ourselves a motel. Good idea, but there was no motel to be had. They were all full. I might have said, what are we going to do, Wal? But I think I might have really said, do something, Wally! Do something, for goodness sake, Wal, what are we going to do? And so we did get squeezed into, I think there was razor wire around the edges, and we made our way on a cold, wet, grey afternoon into this unsavoury caravan park, and we made our way into our little corner, and we eventually set up in the rain, and Wally retired early. I sat up with my Kindle, reading, and I did say, he didn't hear me, he was asleep, but I did say, are we having fun yet, Wally? That's what I said. Are we having fun yet, Wally? Anyhow, I crawled into bed, we got through the night. The next morning, I had to go to the loo. It was quite early, just half light. So I paddled my way through the mud. And there were a couple of sort of ensuite, which was a bit of a treat really for a caravan park like this, separate ones that you could lock the door. And there was the shower and the toilet, and it was all yours. So that was marvellous. So I got there in the wee hours of the morning to do the wee hours in the morning, and could not find the light switch for the life of me. I felt all around the outside wall, I felt all around the inside wall, could not find the light switch. I thought, well, I'm not paddling back through the mud and sludge. I'll just lock the door and kind of feel my way. But it suddenly came to me that the night before I'd read the little sign that said, please put the lid down because of frogs. I hate frogs. Some people like them. I don't like them at all. They're slimy and slithery, and they've got little webbed feet and they jump. And I don't like them, and my sister had told me about these frogs that hide in the toilets when you're camping out back. And I had said to her, I don't think I'll ever camp out back, Gladys, because I couldn't cope with the frogs. And this all came back to me, that sign, and as I went into the cubicle in the half light, yes, you've guessed it, the lid was up. The lid was up. Horror of horrors. Now this was a major issue, and at that point I just had to put on my big girl pants. Well, I had to drop my big girl pants actually, but I just had to go for it. And this is where, you know, a little bit of upper thigh strength will hold you in good stead, girls, if you're going to go out back camping, because you're going to adopt that half-shut pocket knife position, aren't you? You're going to adopt that as much as you possibly can. And I tell you, when you think there might be a frog lurking around under your toilet rim, You are going to have that half shut in the three-quarter shut position. It's a trade-off between how high can I squat and how good is my aim. And then I had to ask myself, right, is any self-respecting frog on a cold, wintry morning going to look out and see what's going on? Or is he just going to, hopefully, snuggle his little head under his little slimy feet and have a little sleep in for the morning? So I just went for it. Was there a frog under the rim of that toilet? Did I feel little tootsies on my buttocks? Did I feel his hot breath? Did I feel the wind rushing by? I don't know. I don't know. I just did what I had to do, and I hightailed it out of there, and I got back to the camper trailer, and Wally was still asleep. And I said again, are we having fun yet, Bob? I don't think so.